What is up, everyone? Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of SHOWMEZ Live. We are here at episode number 8. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so excited to be out here with you all once again. We've got a great show, and to get things started, let's bring in Nate Sexton and Jeremy Coling. What is up? How's it going,
hey, fellas?
guys?
Always hungry. All right, sweet poet, 60% of Big Sexy once again.
Hey, but now we need to add best dressed.
Oh well, I got to bring my Sunday best. We got a big guest tonight. We can't be out here slumming it up like Nate every weekend. We got to sometimes dress it up a little bit.
That's true. Somebody's got to do it.
Oh yes. Oh man, I'm so pumped for this show. This is hopefully gonna be just our best one yet. Every time we do this week after week, I get so much more excited as we start to develop and the fan base grows and they're getting involved and making suggestions and things like that. If you're just now trickling in, we're up to 1,200 people already. Please share the broadcast. #ShowMez on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Go call your grandma in from the other room. Come check it out. Tell them one guy's got a bow tie on. It's got to bring in at least a few people that don't care about disc golf.
I got to get something out of the way right away. I got to get something right down. I got to say it, and I'm going to go ahead and put my buddy on blast. I was talking to my good friend earlier today, and he said that if I gave him a shout-out, he was going to drop $50 in the Super Chat. His name is Dennis Young. I went to my very first disc golf tournament ever with Dennis Young back in 2007. He's been I've played more rounds of disc golf with Dennis Young than anyone else. And if he doesn't follow up the $50 Super Chat, then he's dead to me. Just want to go ahead and say that.
All right.
Dennis Young, you're being put on blast.
Yeah, we're looking for the Super Chat. Michael will put it up if it shows up. Michael is always looking out for comments and Super Chats and all that good stuff.
I know we're doing something right because I was at the grocery store about 2 hours ago getting ready for Munch Madness, and I was in full mask, and the guy came up to me and said, "Nate, you shopping for SHOWMEZ?" I said, "Yeah, buddy."
That's awesome.
That is so cool.
So we're getting somewhere.
We're 8
so shout out to that
in,
guy. Sorry that I didn't catch his name. Bree was calling me on the phone at the exact same time. It was a hectic moment, but
we're 8 episodes in, and people are already seeing you at the grocery store talking about SHOWMEZ.
Yep.
That is
amazing. And one more Munch Madness shout out. One of my very tallest caddies, the tallest person you've ever seen at a disc golf course. I know he's watching right now, Ben Palm. He sponsored some of my SHOWMEZ snack money. So I want to go ahead and give a shout out and a salute to Ben Palm. He knows what it's like to be a tall person in the disc golf world. And I just want to say thank you very much. I bought a lot of snacks with your donation. And I appreciate you.
Before we move on, I have a note here, and I almost forgot. I want to give a special birthday shout-outs to our buddies Kayla Viska and Emerson Keith.
Nice.
Wow.
Happy birthday to the two of you. I know there's probably so many more people. If you're here on your birthday, happy birthday to you as well. Thank you for joining us. But I just want to make sure to take time for that. Our good buddies there.
Yeah.
That's the second best birthday.
Nate Doss yesterday.
Nate Doss was yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
There we go.
I was going to say that's the second best
I got
birthday.
you, dog. Nicholas Vaughn showed up. It's not him, though.
Oh, it's not
Whoa.
Dennis. All right, I'm
you
waiting,
got a
Dennis.
new friend, Germ. You got a new best buddy now.
That was Nicholas Vaughn.
Yes, Nicholas Vaughn. Thank you, Nicholas.
For 15 seconds at least already, man. I love that dude.
Yes. Well, before we get too far, we teased this earlier today. We're giving away this special blend, Discraft Luna. It's a SLOWMEZ stamp with the Ghost Stamp Black. This thing is so nasty. You probably don't ever want to throw it. Everyone in the comments was like, "You just lose that immediately." Hey, well, now you can
it's
try.
a Luna?
Yeah.
Who's losing their putters?
Hey,
Why are people losing putters?
As an amateur, I can speak for the rest of us in saying we do, in fact, lose our putters.
Well, then you're not trying hard enough, or you need to get in touch with Nate or myself, and we're going to help you not lose your putters anymore.
All right, well, they'll be send an email too. Anyways, I didn't finish. I will be giving you details on how to win this beautiful disc during the broadcast, so please stay tuned with us. We've got a lot of fun things going. We're at almost 2,000 people already. We just started.
Wow.
We got to break that 2,000 viewer mark. So please, once again, before we get rolling, Devin Grady. Oh, okay, that's not him though. That's not him. This is okay. We're still looking for you. What's his name? One more time. I forgot already.
Dennis Young.
Dennis Young. See, I thought it was him because I saw the Devin.
Dennis Watch.
We did it. We're over 2,000 people. 2,064. Let's keep going. Nice. We got Paul McBeth tonight. We got fails. We got tons of Q&As that came in that we're going to be featuring. People getting $20 a pop just for having their question put on the screen. We've got, of course, Munch Madness, the final round of the Sweet 16. I'm already hungry just thinking about it, but we gotta get moving. Thank you everyone for joining us. We're at 2,100 people. Keep on sharing it. We've got so much fun things in store for you. All right. First up, as always, we got to get started with not the best, but the worst of the worst. It is time for fails of the week.
That is rude.
I'm going to figure that out one of these days. All right, what do we got here? We got a hillside. I'm predicting a rollaway. Oh, yeah.
Somebody's about to lose their putter right here, right now. Whoa.
Oh my God, it's got to the road. Oh man, that's an all-timer. That reminds me of the one rollaway on wait.
And this is a year later.
Like the same guy.
Same guy a year later. Same result.
Wow. I bet he's got a favorite hole.
His friend is keeled over. You remember Veterans Cup? Somebody threw a roller down hole 1 and it rolled all the way down the street for like 30 seconds and I couldn't contain myself.
Yeah. This is Maple Hill.
Yeah, that's hole 8.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Yeah, that's pure old. That's an old-fashioned bad shot, is what that is, Nate.
Yeah, when I see a shot like that, I just say, 2/3 is better than 1/3. 2/3 the way over the water. It's just as lost, but it's a little better.
That is a dirty tee pad. I feel like.
Oh, you saw that coming.
Yeah, that's gross. Ugh.
Whoa.
Oh, he like lands with his knee buckled in. That is an ouchie.
Oh, I couldn't even see where the disc went.
Those first 2 big trees, I thought we were going to get a first available, but he managed to hit the gap, so hats off for that, That'd probably be his last tee shot of the day on that. Ooh. Gosh. Whoa, I recognize this. This is hole 1 at Renski. This is in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, no!
How? What did that do?
I think it went almost down into the bottom of the basket. It looked like just super hyzer angle, big jumper. Oh, yeah, it just catches the ring.
Is that the ring or like the back rim?
I thought it's the ring.
Huh.
I don't know, but it's ugly. It didn't deserve that. It was going right down.
Already that's a hard green. There's like Creighton Myrtles all the way around that basket, and she managed to hyzer it in.
I'm about to get one.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, we're done.
Why?
I'm about to get one.
Oh, you're about to get one.
Oh.
About to get all one. Oh my gosh.
That's the stupidest thing shown on fails. That is ridiculous.
Barely disc golf related.
Okay, so all these fails, there's got to be a win.
How?
Okay, I can tell it's an MVP disc from here, so but like maybe the outer.
This is a magnet, I think. Someone figured out how to get a magnet into it.
Oh, that's what it is.
I don't even know how it's sitting there.
Oh my God, it got wedged into the S hook.
I've never heard of that or seen that ever.
That is
and it's on
awesome.
film. How did
That
like
is so cool. I have never
that?
seen it before.
How do you
That's
catch that on
incredible.
camera? That's I think I'm putting that above Skyak. Skyak was dope.
Yeah.
OSU was cool, but that guy, I don't know how many hours he's out there filming himself throw it at a basket, but he caught something I've never seen before. I mean,
Yeah. Not
that's
even
unbelievable.
like I've never even conceived of that being a possible thing. I've never heard anything of that ever happening. That's crazy.
You've seen those like pamphlets, right? That show like this putt
Sure.
counts, that putt counts.
Sure.
They always show that, but I'm always like, don't
Yeah.
show that. I don't need to see that. You wasted time wedging that in the S hook. It's never gonna happen. It happened.
Wow.
You just saw it.
Now
That's
I know where Disc Golf Valley gets our physics. That actually happens in Disc Golf Valley, where the disc like hangs around.
That's awesome.
It'll just sit there and hang around in suspension, and sometimes I've had it spit right back at me from that. I'm like, what is that?
It gets its physics from the real world, apparently.
Yeah. Now people that get all mad be like, that never happens. Well, there you go.
Pay that
Thank
man
you
comment.
so
That's
much to everyone who's been sending those clips in every week. Of course, we get a kick out of it. We start the show off every time. You never fail to show us some insane things. Obviously, some pretty bad things. People getting probably seriously hurt, unfortunately, with that dude with his leg bending all crazy. But then, of course, just stuff that we've never seen before that you wouldn't even conceive of. So thank you for sending those in.
Awesome.
Of course, we need more and more every week. Jerry loves going through those and weeding through those and picking out ones to put on the show. So be sure to go to JomezPro.com/SHOWMEZ. We've got all the details right there on how you can submit clips and get you or yourself, your friends or whatever, get them famous for something really bad or something really good. You never know. We'll be the judge of that. So. Oh man, thank you so much, everyone. We are at 2,700 people. I cannot believe it. We 2,000 was our best. Just so you know, like, you're doing incredible things right now by telling your friends and sharing the broadcast. #ShowMez. We have got Paul McBeth coming up next. We've got Munch Madness. We've got, of course, this sweet Luna. We're going to be giving you details on how to win that. We've got the Q&As. We've got trivia, stuff like that. Every week we're trying to pack as much as we can into an hour, and then sometimes it runs a little longer, but let's keep on moving. It is time to open up the JomezPro vault.
Let's do this.
We got Paul McBeth this week. I think he's ready. Where's he at? Paul, what's up?
Oh, yes.
Are you muted?
There
Are
we
you good?
go.
Okay, he's good.
I was, yeah. I'm good.
How's it going, Paul?
Not too bad. I'm happy to be here. I've watched a few episodes, so I look forward to the nonsense I'm about to get into.
You already know what the vault is about. He's prepared. We put out a call in the comments earlier today, of course, for questions that we're going to get to the Q&A here in a little bit. But we were like, you know, what are we going to show Paul? And people were so brutal. I mean, they don't forget. They're remembering stuff that I forgot about. These rounds of just like 2016 this, 2017, Utah something. I'm like, man, you guys are like, it's pretty crazy that people are just like, they think they know what the vault is all about, but that's not really what we were intending it to be. It's just like I said before, sometimes people play good, sometimes people play bad, and that's just how it goes. So.
And you just happen to pick out all the bad things and showcase it. That's what your job is.
But someone's always playing good as well, right? It's not like I'm just picking.
We never have them as a guest, so.
I think all the people bringing all those suggestions just shows it really sticks in your mind when this dude misses a putt or two.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
very out of character.
You kind of go, wait a second, what's happening? This isn't just your average Sunday. Something's going on.
Yeah,
I remember.
Just make a full video of it.
I'll
put
I specifically remember you missing a putt in 2014, and I never forgot it. And
Nicholas
that was
Vaughn
the last
again.
time.
Nicholas Vaughn with another $50, and
dreams.
your buddy still hasn't showed up.
There you go. Wow.
Thank you,
You know what?
Nicholas. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Jeremy, the one putt that sticks in my mind that you missed is the one at Connecticut. I think
Yes.
that one.
Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up because we showed that video to Thomas Gilbert this year, and his reaction from that video wasn't, "Oh my gosh, how did that putt just weeble wobble out?" It was, this is a Paul McBeth video and I've never seen it before.
That sounds about right. All right. Well, let's get in to the JomezPro Vault. I know a lot of you are wondering what we're going to pick. There's a ton of suggestions. And I had to go with the first time that we had Nate Sexton and Paul McBeth together on camera. It's for our cameras. And that is the 2015 Hall of Fame Classic at the International Disc Golf Center in Abilene, Georgia. We're going to go with round 2. Let's get started.
We're looking at a good battle so far.
Kind of got the show down.
I just came right out and said Big Sexton commentary. That's what we'll call it.
All right, round 2 commentary for Hall of Fame Classic. You guys ready?
Almost. Let's get ready. Let's do this.
All right, I'm ready to do some commentating.
God.
What's up, YouTube? This is the Hall of Fame Classic, round 2. I'm Paul McBeth. This is the Sexy Beast Takeover. I'm here with the one and only, the man that is making disc golf sexy again, Nathan Sexy Sexton.
What's up? Here we go. It's me, Sexy, or as my mom might call me, Nathan. We're ready to get some commentary done. I'm right here next to the one and only McBeast. Turn them speakers up.
Let's get it going.
It's just no one in the history of commentary has emerged on the scene in a more epic fashion. I mean, that's just incredible.
I think that's what it takes to make it.
So you were in first place.
Yeah, I know what's about to happen.
Are you getting Yuli'd?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Oh, man.
This is before I knew quite how hard this course was. Before it all.
And that's Dave Desert Dog Feldberg, correct?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the Desert Dog. He was living in Arizona at the time, shredding shots. That's a nice one right there, up around the corner.
Oh, MJ, here we go. I think he's only been on lead cards at the IDGC.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit of a shanky shanks. But Paul, you've gotten up and down from about 30 feet worse than that, so it's not over.
Yeah.
Put the forehand roller counter up. Forehand roller, that's one. I bet we're going to get a couple more.
That looked pretty
I'm
dang
right here
decent.
with you. Yeah, I think my strategy is just never lay up at this course. It's just no matter what position, just go for it. Doesn't work
try
out
that.
clearly, but I hate getting you.
That was incredible.
That was nice.
I'm still out. It's
cut together. It's cut together for highlights.
that makes sense. I was like, man, I was all over the place.
Yeah,
I've got that same
mine
shirt.
was so bad we didn't even watch it again.
This is when this used to be hole 2, and this is now like hole 8 or
That's
something, 7
That's
or
a nice
something.
kick for a shot going straight down the fairway.
Oh, it's apple pie.
That's cherry
cherry
pie. That's the
cherry
old.
pie, yeah.
Oh, it still flew good. That's an old orc. That
Wow.
was 2 orcs in a row right there.
You would only bring that disc out like 4 times a year.
Yeah, it was
And-
a wood specialist. I still have it somewhere. I got to break it out one of these days.
That was an Augusta special disc for sure. That was one
Yeah.
here in Vibram, I knew that Nate was
Yep.
bringing cherry pie out.
Really? I'm going to make something? No, of course not. See, I have a different strategy. Mine is just lay it up, even on accident sometimes, on this course. This looks
so good.
If I know anything, this is short. No, it's okay.
Yeah. It's a little pinched off, right?
This hole it's so hard to land in a place that will make you happy.
But
do
here,
notice-
when this tee pad was here, you could throw a sidearm turnover and get down the hill. When they moved the tee pad back,
Oh, that's how you do it.
Yep.
that's perfect. Wow.
No, you're right, Jeremy. Yeah, moving it back changed it a lot.
so much. And that's what they did to this course. This course is already so difficult in this layout. And then a few years back, they made like 6 holes 10% to 20% harder. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm curious if we'll ever play this course again. I don't know any plans.
Yeah. Once we did away with the national tour finale, and Nate made a stink about it enough years in a row.
That was ugly, but it got in.
Oh, is that your beaver? Is that your beaver outfit, or is that red?
That's red.
Okay, so you have one just like it, in orange, correct?
I don't think so. That one's kind of red with gray. I haven't had that shirt for a couple years. I mean, but I remember it being red with kind of gray and black.
Oh yeah.
Look at this bomb.
Why not forehand here, Paul? Do you go forehand ever on this hole?
No, I like the ability to have it flex out at the end and kind of hyzer back towards the fairway. Forehand, I feel like it dives into the woods on the right.
Okay.
But that might change now if we were to go back and play.
Okay. Because your forehand's better than it was, or because just the disc's different from Innova to Discraft?
I'd probably just throw a zone instead of having a driver hyzer into the woods. Oh, another Dave appearance.
Yeah, Dave.
How many different nicknames did he have this round?
Like 2 or 3, I think.
2 or 3.
All right, so we got Desert Dog, and then what else do you call him?
Diamondback.
Of course, Diamondback Dave.
Just kind of a desert theme for sure. And this is just me not even knowing what to do on this hole. Still don't know. It's been 5 years. Still don't know. I just do that every time, and then I do a roller, and then I try to figure out, like a jump putt up kind of close, and see what I can do. But yeah, that hole so hard.
And then they brought the basket back. It's just like made it even harder again.
Yeah, I remember our highlights from this tournament was more so just spike ball and being in the lake.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a lot more fun than what's going on right here.
Who are you guys playing spike ball with?
Up close. Try to lay this up. There we go. That's in there. I'll be hitting that putt.
Yeah, who was in your spike ball crew?
Probably someone we knew we could beat, make ourselves feel better.
I feel like this is the first time I met like Colin Forehand and like maybe Kobe, people like that. I don't know that I met those guys.
Those dudes are serious about some spike ball.
Yeah, we caught them early in their careers.
One tree to beat. Didn't beat it.
No. It's so confusing seeing these holes in a different order right now.
Yeah.
That's hole
it's
2
hard
now.
to remember that it was so different before.
Yeah.
This is Nate's favorite sidearm hole.
Oh, yeah. This is the tree.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I've been hearing talks about this tree.
Well, the basket's shorter here, so hitting the tree probably isn't such a big deal at this time. See if I hit it anyway.
You got to hit it, right?
Looks good. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He's on command. That's amazing. And I actually had no idea you did that. That's just...
Oh, that was big.
Wow.
Diamondback.
Huge putt.
He's Big Putt Dave. Wow.
I'm glad they're not showing score graphics. Like with Yuli, you could see how far he was slipping. I'm sure I'm 10 back by now, but nobody really knows.
Yeah, I think I scored 4 shades of orange too on this outfit.
That is a crush. It's too crushed.
I hate that part of that hole. That's such a good drive, and you get up there and you're like, too good.
This is again just a guy just trying to hold on with his claws, just knowing that he's throwing the wrong shot but doing it anyway.
Oh gosh. Yeah. It just goes complete 90-degree left, and you're going forehand.
Let me get a roller. Oh, didn't work.
Oh no.
Set up a chance for another roller, maybe. No, I might be trying to flex that.
If you save par from here,
no chance. Or it's a 5, huh? It's a 5.
Yeah, it's a 5. You got to be going backhand roller from there.
I got a chance. That is so pretty.
Wow. How do you do that with a backhand? Is that his second, or was that his third shot?
I'm guessing third.
Yeah, third.
That's still sick, though.
How'd you get there?
That was where I was after the flex. But yeah, we don't need to talk about that hole anymore. I mean, let's do something else. These holes I really didn't like.
There you go, swimming.
Yeah,
that red flag before across the line.
Old Turkey Gulch.
Called? Turkey Gulch? Yeah,
that's right.
These holes were not fun.
You know, actually, the one I've always gotten my butt kicked at Jackson, but the one part about the course that kind of brought me back into the mix would be Turkey Gulch. For some reason, it just never it never really attacked me the way that it hurt everyone else. And that's for par, right? That's sick.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, I mean, every time you play, you're seeing one person in your group on each of these 3 holes get a heartbreaking roll away or a great tee shot.
Oh no.
What is this guy even doing?
Oh, that's my commentary. What is this guy even doing? There he is.
I think that's the picture
starting to
used
get a
on our
little mad.
McBeast challenge disc.
Oh,
There it is. See, this is where it started. It's the same
Why
shirt.
are trees?
That's before I even knew. That was the beginning of it all.
that is amazing.
The exact.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
thank you for that. I mean, I feel like the audience should know that we have a production meeting the day of, and we only see like bits and pieces of some things. We're watching this basically like you guys are watching it, like completely blind. No idea that they were going to do that to Nate. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. Welcome to the club. The
I'm glad to
addition of
be
the
there.
wire tree sad face. Mwah.
I'm glad to be
That
there.
wasn't. I edited that together this afternoon. That wasn't even my intention. But when I saw Nate going like this after he doinked that 10-footer, and I was like, that's the same shirt. This is that course. How perfect is it? That
That's
picture
amazing.
Sometimes
was.
you just have a sad day. I don't know. I can't explain it.
Just so everyone knows,
Oh.
that picture was taken like a full year later at Worlds in Emporia. But the fact that it was like so perfect, the pose and the shirt and the course that inspired Wire Trees many years before it actually happened,
Yeah.
I couldn't have
I
played
do-
it out any
I
better.
do gotta ask, Nate, when we blew up that commentary right before at the beginning, that was the round right there. So we hyped up that round really
Yeah.
hardcore.
Yeah, we did. Turn them speakers up. Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
Jerem's ready.
Yeah.
Now you all know that's 2015 Hall of Fame Classic Round 2. Go to our channel, write it down right now, put a note, go watch it after this. I had to mute the commentary because that was the only version we had, so that's why there was no sound of like natural sounds or anything, because that was like one of the first rounds, if not the first round we ever had commentary on. You need to go back and watch it. The commentary is incredible. Like they said, Dave has like 3 or 4 different nicknames. Paul and Nate are having a great time with it. It's so much fun. So go check that out. Leave a comment right now so we can see all the comments over the last 5 years and all these recent ones. I love watching that. We're at 3,300 people right now. I cannot
Wow.
even believe it. Be sure to share the broadcast, hashtag SHOWMEZ. It's just going to keep going up, I guess. This is incredible. We were looking to top 2,000, and here we are just about to make a whole lap around it. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We have Paul McBeth, as you know. We just went through the vault 5 years back, and it wasn't so bad for Paul. It was kind of a
No.
little switcheroo on Nate there, but he
Sorry,
took
buddy.
it well, just like everyone else. So that's 2015, 5 years ago. If I remember correctly, that was recorded in Paul's trailer in his
Yeah.
RV, and of course you were touring with him at the time. Is that right?
Yeah, we were together. That was us just hanging out in our house there on the couch.
Yeah. So that started in 2015, right? You hopped in with him during that season. Like there was some
Yeah,
kind of transition period that you said like, "Hey, let's do this." Was that Paul coming to you and kind of saying,
Yeah, well, here's how I remember it, and Paul might
Yeah,
be able to
I'll tell my
fill
side.
it in a little bit more. But I remember getting a Facebook message, and Paul and I were friends, but like I didn't have his phone number. Like I would say, "Hey, what's up, Paul? Great job," or whatever. And I'd see him a couple times a year, but we weren't like real close. But I knew he's awesome player, and he was I would call him a friend, but not a close friend. And then I remember him messaging me on Facebook and said, like, "Look at what I bought." And he was sending me these pictures of this RV that was just like beyond anything any disc golfer had ever had. Just all these TVs, like just crazy, awesome new RV. And I was like, "Whoa, crazy, man. That's cool. Like, thanks for showing me." He's like, "What would you think about traveling with me some or joining me?" And I was like, "You mean like for Vegas?" And he was like, "No, for the whole year." And I was like, "Bree, like, get over here." And she came over and I was like, "I don't know if I could say no to this. Like, I know I never really thought I was going to tour. I really didn't. I didn't think like driving around in a car and just couch surfing, that didn't appeal to me really. So I was just going to be like weekend warrior and fly out to the big ones and make it happen. And then I always joked after I got in there with Paul, I said I was waiting around for a 4 TV situation. A lot of 3
Yep.
TV situations came a knocking. and I had to kind of say, hey, get out of here. I'm waiting for 4. I'm waiting for my chariot. And Paul came and he scooped me up. The rest is history.
Well, so speaking of chariot, what was it? You had something about the truck, right? The truck that pulled the trailer.
So Paul, he obviously had a huge truck to pull it that we would split time driving, and all I had to pay was just my share of gas. It was super generous of Paul. I didn't have to pay anything for like rent or nothing like that for living in this amazing trailer. But yeah, pulled it with a giant truck, and as Jomez told me, go down memory lane, look in your phone, try to find some old stuff. And one of the things I found was a song that I recorded for Paul way back in those days. And the reason I recorded it was because truck, for some reason, the truck kind of preferred my phone on the Bluetooth. Yep. So he would go to like, hey, I'm going to go get a drink or something, go to the store. And he would jump in the truck. And it was my goal for like a few solid months to get my phone and get this thing playing when he's alone in the truck so that it would play before he could get his phone connected. So I think I sent over the song. That was the truck. But yeah, this is what I wanted Paul to listen to.
I hope you guys are ready. This is going to be the start.
This is an original song that I wrote and recorded.
Yes, this is going to be the start of
Nate's.
This is
you singing? I thought this was a professional artist.
Yeah,
this is actually
it's
you.
pretty crazy, but yeah, it's me. Just recorded on an iPhone.
Yeah, directly after this, Nate is going to set up a SoundCloud account because what you're about to hear is the start of something.
Incredible song.
We can add.
Yeah, just imagine.
We can
The point of this song is for Paul to listen to it when he's alone in his truck, when he's trying to pull away from the RV and mashing on buttons to make it stop. But hopefully I can mash on them faster to make it start.
Here we go. You'll never forget the moment before you heard this song. So here we go.
My name's Paul and I'm driving my truck. My name's Paul and I'm driving my truck. Late last night, couldn't fall asleep, thinking about my life, my hopes and my dreams. Then I realized in a stroke of luck, what I really love is driving my truck.
Obviously, super stupid, but yeah, I don't know. I probably got him a good, maybe 10 times where he kind of like got in there, and then volume would be pretty decent, and I'd be like looking out the window, like, yes, he's trying to turn it off.
Yeah, I think my issue was I'd always pre-start it, so you had time to do it.
Yeah, that's true. It had that push button, so yeah, you could get in there and maybe get the Bluetooth connected up. I can't remember, but yeah, good memories for sure.
Oh yeah.
Is that true? Is that all you like to do? Was driving the truck? I mean.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't sleep because I was too busy thinking about driving it, but I had nowhere to go.
That's what still makes me laugh about the song. It's just like Paul's just not. He doesn't strike me as the type of guy to be up late at night thinking about worrying about his hopes and his dreams. So I love how the song is just about so stupid, so serious for a second, right back to so stupid. This is the only photo I ever took with a selfie stick. Because Innova like provided us a selfie stick, didn't they, for that?
They had one sitting in there for some reason. I think this is that banner. I'm just like, yeah, people are gonna love taking selfies here.
That does not look like a selfie stick.
That's what I said.
There, like your hands down, and you're like holding it up.
Paul had it. I didn't have it. Paul was holding it.
Oh, so you didn't even? Okay, so it's the only picture you've ever taken while being.
Yeah, it's been taken of me with a selfie stick, I think.
With a. Okay.
There's a little board game night. We were playing Ticket to Ride. I just set that up real quick and took a little picture and threw it on Instagram. And I think he retaliated. I think he wrote something back, but yeah, I just kind of.
I was dressed for my next round tomorrow.
Yeah. That's the first wrap, right?
Yeah, it is, because
I think that's the 2015, the 3X.
There's no little Nates on it.
Yeah, no little Nates at that point. And then in the next wrap, Paul threw me a bone. I had like 6 little tiny black on black Nate silhouettes that you could barely see, but there was 6 of them on an RV. So I kind of made it for a little while there.
Yep.
Oh man.
This is my first ride ever in a Tesla. That's why I was making that face, because we were in Sweden and we called a taxi and it was a Tesla, and I was it was obviously a pretty hot day. It looks like I'm sweating a little bit, even though it's Sweden. But yeah, we got to ride a Tesla. The guy showed us the autopilot. It was pretty fun.
His screen was all shattered too on his Tesla. I don't know what he did.
Was it? Yeah, maybe I was just so psyched I didn't even notice that. I remember just him taking his hands off the wheel, and this was a couple years ago, so autopilot was even crazier then. I mean, it's still pretty crazy now, but
yeah.
Oh, this is just there's Thin Young Bird right there. We talked to him about his trip when we had him, and I said, what was that like for you, just traveling with the coolest two guys you ever met? And there he is. Because we did a little Europe tour, autograph signings and clinics and stuff all around Finland, maybe a little Sweden too. Yeah, we took the boat.
Yeah.
So we did a little bit of that as well.
I think every time we went, because we went with Eagle and Drew, or Drew was the next year, I think.
Yeah, one time we took Drew.
Mm-hmm.
That one was just after a McBeast challenge, and it was like still time for awards and stuff. And we were just talking about how crazy is Finland, where there's all these people here still lining up to see who won the McBeast challenge, and you could start it so late because it would just stay late all night.
I remember we were there in 2017 for European Open, and we're used to staying up until 3, 4, 5 in the morning, depending on how the workflow goes. We're working all night, and I remember how much that messed me up, because like if you're awake until midnight, 3 o'clock, whatever, it's already dark, and then you're like, all right, I still got time to go to bed. Well, it messed me up every time because it would get light at like 3 a.m. Like it'd be dark from like 10 to 3 or something, 10 p.m. to 3.
Yeah, and it's not even dark. It's just like a light blue.
And I would be like going to bed, and I would look out, and I would just like, it was kind of depressing a little bit. Like I loved Finland, but I remember that part of it being like, this is messing with me. Like I should have plenty of darkness to like still get some sleep, but it's already light. I feel like I was going to bed at 7 o'clock instead of 3, and it was just like, it made me feel like I lost a lot of time, even though it wasn't really the case.
I remember playing a little $20 practice round, Paul, at the Skellefteå course with like you and like maybe Nico. It was like 5 of us, and I feel like we started at like 11:30 at night, and we played like that.
That's so much farther north that it almost the sun doesn't even set.
We played from like 11:30 till like 1:30, like a little $20 fun match, and then we went and watched the Women's World Cup, I think.
Mm-hmm. And they said, like, they were telling us the best time to go is like any time past 10 p.m. to like 5 a.m. because the mosquitoes are down. Mosquitoes are all asleep.
Yeah, let those guys fall asleep. Those guys were mean.
And you said, Jonathan, that you were depressed when it was summer. Can you imagine being there in the winter when there's
when
like
the sun
zero sun?
Yeah, the sun doesn't come out. I've heard about it.
You're depressed because there's too much happiness out in the sky. Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, it just messes with you, though. It's just, I mean, after a while, I'm sure you get used to it. But when you're just coming from America and you're only there for like 10 days, you don't have time to get acclimated. And it's, some people see it like, I have more time to go out and play late and whatever. But for us, like, we were working around the clock. And for me to, like, be the last one awake going to bed and it's already light out, I was just feeling like, wait, is that him? Dennis, right?
Oh,
he repaid it. Yeah, he doubled it. He had to pay the late fee. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you so much. We appreciate all of you.
Yeah, that's the biggest one we've seen, isn't it?
I mean, it's tied.
It's a tie.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Dennis. Before we get off of the whole Paul and Nate like back in the day stuff, I remember one thing when y'all were touring. I don't know if you only had a Snapchat for this one thing that you did, or if you use it for 100%. Other stuff. But what was the name of it? What was his name? Your character that you made up?
His name is just Texas Guy.
Texas Guy.
And no offense to all my Texas friends, we've got a certified Texas guy right there. Yeah, I'm pointing the right way. Yeah, right up there. So yeah, it was just a goofy thing. They had a filter, and I was trying to do an accent, and I was just sending it to friends, and it kind of caught a life of its own. Texas Guy had some adventures in Europe. But yeah, I sent over some of what I had left of the clips, so maybe we can get a little look.
I just again,
this is my second favorite thing next to the song.
You'll never forget the moment before you met Texas Guy. For all of you out there that are about to experience this with us, all 3,400 of you, by the way, thank you so much for all of you that are out here getting on the chat, sharing the broadcast.
So good.
It's about to happen. Let's meet Texas Guy.
Well, sun's shining today. The birds are tweeting. You look good, Texas. You really, really do. This land is your land. This land is my land. From the Gulf Stream. Man, I was making great time, but Got my dang bus stuck between these two saplings. Golly.
We were doing so well for a little bit, but what happened, Tommy boy?
Oh, Cletus over here got the dang bus stuck in a tree. Cletus, what did you do?
God dang it, man. Heading over to Peter Pan Park, and all I can think about that gall dang movie. I mean, Rufio. Yeah. Y'all probably don't recognize me in this mask, but it's me. Weatherman's calling for twisters. This is my last video. Thanks for watching it. Stay safe out there, y'all. Been hunkered down in a gas station. It's raining pitchforks and hammer handles out here, man. That was one hell of a storm last night. Lightning was lighting up bright as day, man. Thunder, it sounded like the first day of duck season. Last night I realized I'm just a little speck underneath this big bowl of stars, man. Even Texas ain't really that big. Man, it's freezing out here. Can't wait to get back to Dallas. Wow. Just flew on a 747 direct to London town. Cheerio. On the St. Charles Bridge. Prague, man. This is really happening. Czech Republic was great, but I never saw nothing so beautiful as the Old Glory flapping free in the wind. Without storms, how would we appreciate Texas sunshine? How would the sweetgrass grow tall and green? Man,
y'all mock?
Y'all even mock? Don't matter how many European high society parties I go to, Bessie's still stuck. And I think I'm gonna have to leave her. You win some and you lose some, but you never stop wheeling. Ooh-wee. Man, I just got in an argument with the guy saying NASCAR and bass fishing ain't real sports. It's like you tried at the pro level, buddy. It's work. I got a haircut so I could fit in California. Everybody out here is either Tony Romo's or Jessica Simpson's, man. They're like movie stars. Man, really enjoying California so far. Food's great. Doesn't mean I don't want a little taste of home. I made it home, y'all. I don't believe it. I'm finally home.
Oh my gosh. I love it so much. I get tears in my eyes every time I watch it. And that was the condensed version. Nate only sent me like 4.5 minutes, and I was like, I'll do 2 minutes. I'll get the best 2 minutes, and I couldn't do it. That was 3 minutes. I couldn't stay the 2. And there was probably all the ones like you said you didn't even save or whatever. I mean,
yeah, there were a lot of them.
And the thing was, every morning Nate just wakes up at like 7 or 8, and he just takes off and texts us guys. Like that's what he did.
Yeah, I was just going on walks and like just going to get a coffee and just recording on the way back. And man, 7 or 8 sounds like luxury now. Now I'm a 5:30 guy. It just doesn't stop.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That was incredible. I remember when I first saw those on Snapchat, and I was just like, how is he doing this? Like, it just seems so dumb, but it's so good. And I'm glad that you saved them, because now they've been broadcast to 3,400 people.
Is that the first time that's been like actually put out on the internets?
Yeah.
Like, is that because I mean I've seen that compilation video before.
Yeah, that was a friend. That was a friends only thing until tonight.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys just got treated.
I guess I got a lot more friends now. Maybe it's still friends only. I don't know.
That's true. Everyone out here is your friend. 3,400 people. It doesn't sound like a lot, but that is a lot of dedicated people hanging out with us on a Monday night. Sure.
If that doesn't end up on Reddit, I mean, then Reddit needs to just go ahead and shut down, because that is just pure gold.
Well, thank you for taking us down that trip down memory lane. That was a nice little bonus. Doing the vault and then elaborating on that time period. That's 5 years. Doesn't seem like a long time, but it also seems like an eternity ago, because it's just like so much has changed in the game. The people that have come up in the game, the way that the events are run, the different tours that exist now, the media is just on a whole nother level. And of course, you guys as athletes are on a whole nother level. It's so awesome to see just how everyone's kind of grown together. The community is just, the fans out there. Like there wouldn't have been such thing as a live stream with this many people and us doing what we're doing 5 years ago. It's incredible. Smashbox was obviously around doing their thing. It's just like things have just changed so much more since then.
I gotta say, I've told him before. I've told Paul before, but in front of all my 3,400 friends, there may. I mean, I don't know if this is quite true. This might be a small exaggeration, but there might not even have been a Sexton Firebird without this dude. Like without him giving me that opportunity to go on the road and play, and there's no way I'm U.S. champion, no chance. So we told the funny story how I was the first pro he ever met. I kind of, in a way, maybe I started his career, and in another way, he kind of started my career. So, definitely owe a lot to Paul, and really glad to see you, man, and glad to have you on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm glad I was able to see the Texas guy once again and be here and talk to you guys on the show.
I'll send you the lost files, man, because there's a couple about Hannah in there. She might like to see those again.
Well, she's actually downstairs working out, and I just heard her start laughing so loud when this popped on.
Well, I'll send you the full file.
Yeah.
Well, we're not done
Paul,
yet. Okay, go ahead.
That offer's still on, man. You sent me one of those Paul McBeth hats. I'm gonna wear it on the shows. That offer's still on the table. Just want to let you know that.
Perfect.
For those that aren't gonna get one sent directly to you, where can they find those hats?
Normally discraft.com. There's a Paul McBeth collection on there. It's a little bit different right now, I think, with how everything's going on.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's available. I haven't looked, but when they are in stock, discraft.com.
Awesome.
Oh, and one other thing, Paul, can you kind of tilt your head to the side? Those doors look pretty clean, dude.
Ooh. Wow. How many?
Nice white door color.
Yeah, you collect white doors too.
You know what I like.
Oh,
that is sweet.
How many do you think you're up to now, Paul, in that house? How many white doors do you think you got?
How many do I have?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Is 8. Paul the new highest collector of white doors in the disc golf community?
That's really good. I got to think about how many I actually have, but that's a nice collection.
I see 2 right behind you.
Yeah, well, I keep some of my best ones right here.
We do have the Q&A coming right up. Before we move on to the Q&A with Paul and Nate and Germ, I want to remind you we are giving away this very clean, very sexy black on black SLOWMEZ Luna, Paul McBeth Luna in the special blend. These things are incredible. The grip on them, I don't know what it is about the special blend, what y'all did, but the grip is incredible. I don't know. It just has like that texture. I don't know. The texture of it, though, it just is so comfortable. It's crazy. All right, let's get into some Q&A. We still have, we have over 3,400 people in climbing. Let's get started. Let's get with the first one. It's pretty relevant with kind of what we were just talking about. This first, that one right there, from social media. If you get your question put up on the screen, by the way, $20 to JomezPro.com shop. Elijah Kelly. For Paul, do you think you'd be a 5-time world champion without Nate Sexton taking you under his wing?
I think he's really helped me in the last, 2 of the last 3 for sure. So
nice.
5 probably wouldn't be possible at this point. Yeah.
I feel like I've done a fantastic job shaping the narrative here to make it seem like I helped quite a lot more than I actually did.
Yeah, I mean, it took a lot of hours off my back from driving. So
true, that's true.
Into those world
that
titles.
Is a big deal. Everyone that's toured in disc golf knows that. Germ knows that. Me and Michael sitting right here next to me, and Jerry, like driving, it's just something you don't really think about being such a huge part of your life. Once you get out there, you think, oh, I got to practice and I got to find a place to stay and all that. But driving, like. When you're driving.
Here's a kind of, before we hit that next question, one kind of amazing stat. I don't know, Paul, be brutally honest here, but we spent about 2.5 years in that RV. Did we ever have a fight?
No.
I don't think there was even one time where I was like, Paul, stop.
You would just be like, pick up your trash.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Like, I remember when I'd switch to the driver's seat, I'd be like, don't leave any
All
more
my
Kleenexes
trash is
over
on
here,
this
man.
stuff.
You got allergies. I get it. But get these Kleenexes out of my driving zone.
Dude, we're the same way. We don't really fight about anything. We're practically brothers. People think we are related, but we might as well be anyways. Me, Jerry, and Michael, I'm talking about. And we don't ever actually fight. It's only the little passive aggressive, like little stuff like that. Like, oh, whose bottle is this? Whose bottle's sitting right here? But I know it's Michael's. I know it's Jerry's, or they know it's mine. But you're just like, hey, did anyone leave their water bottle like right here? Like you're just, is anyone drinking this? It's just like little stuff like that. Like we don't ever fight, but it's like you got to find those little moments to kind of like, if it's really getting pent up, you got to have some way to release it, and it's usually in some kind of little passive aggressive thing. And then of course, then you remember that they're your brothers or your best friends or whatever, and you get over it pretty quick. So
yeah.
Okay,
let's just two.
Yeah. Let's just go to the next one down. All right, username search. If you could replay an event from the past, what would it be and why? Would you relive a moment of triumph or seek redemption?
Yeah, I mean that one's probably easy. 2016 Worlds, when I played a hole wrong and then got 2-stroke penalty later. I think it was the first round. So that one sticks in my mind of just not knowing the rules and then misplaying it and then having to be honest about it the next round and be like, hey, I think I played this hole wrong, and then getting stroked for it. So unnecessary stuff.
Okay. Let me see. From Instagram, Jared Galwit 13. If you could have any celebrity to caddy for you, who would it be and why?
Whew, that's a tough one. I think Tiger Woods. I think that's probably the one that I think would be really interesting to have. One, because it's golf, and two, because I think there's a lot that I could learn. And it probably wouldn't even have to be words either. Just the way that he would carry himself. I mean, even though he's caddying, it'd be interesting. So I think that's one. There's a lot of mystery there.
Yeah.
Some unsolved stuff.
That's a good answer.
Let's Tim Duncan. I wonder if it's the Tim Duncan. Probably not. Mr. McBeast, have you had to change your throwing style to help cope with your ankle injury? I have a similar injury on the same ankle, and sometimes it keeps me from playing. Wonder if you could give any tips for playing with an injury.
Well, I'm not going to give any tips on playing with an injury because I'm not a doctor, but it's tweaked some things here and there. But I think I'm really good at once I feel like I'm healed, going back to original forms. So just kind of finding ways to take weight off of it, or just kind of having a different follow through, or even in just the way that I'm walking to kind of just either strengthen it or things like that. So it does have minor effects, but nothing that'll change anything long term.
This coming from a man who once threw it so hard that he broke his own back.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get a couple more here.
That was interesting for sure.
Yeah, that was.
From Facebook, Danny Richards. We know you've been working on your home course during this pause in the season. What is essential to you in designing your course? What does it need to have to be a competitive training ground?
Well, right now I'm actually designing 3 courses from scratch and redesigning a 4th. So I've been super busy these last few months. But I like designing courses that I feel like have a challenge. So I think my home course will be designed designed to challenge me. So it'll probably be a lot of forehands, a lot of shots that I feel like I need practice on. So Jerm and Nate would probably destroy it. So, but yeah, I think finding cool little pieces of the property and utilizing them as best as possible. That's kind of what I'm looking for right now. And then same with these other properties.
Nice. All right, let's get one more question. Aaron Mostrom, also from Facebook. What do you still hope to accomplish in disc golf? Obviously, you have a lot of competitive play left in the tank, but is there anything outside of playing? Thinking along the lines of starting your own disc company, expanded media sponsorship opportunities, tour, tournament direction, course design, etc.
Yeah, if you can leave that question up there for a bit, there's a lot to answer there. Definitely, I mean, I'm still in my 20s for a few more months, so if I could accomplish what I did in my 20s and my 30s, that's a huge goal for me. I mean, these guys right here proving that it's possible, to win in your 30s and take down big titles. And then as far as sponsorships and media, it's always to grow and find new ones and find something that, kind of goes along the lines with what I'm looking to do in the sport. So just continue to reach out and try to find these ones that can help push the sport forward in a way that I see fit, because everyone's different. And then what else is in this question? I want to run tournaments. I want to continue designing courses, especially out here. And disc company, I think what I'm doing with Discraft right now is pretty solid, and I hope to continue that and just exploring that side.
Awesome. Well, before we let you go, thank you for answering those questions, by the way. Thank you to everyone that submitted questions. Again, if you got your question put up on the screen, be sure to visit JomezPro.com/SHOWMEZ for details on how to claim your $20 gift card to the JomezPro.com shop, where we've got Tour Series discs of our own. We've got socks and shirts and the Luna putters, the SLOWMEZ and the Follow Flights, also the big sexy 2020 design, a full lineup of Innova discs with their logo on as well. Thank you to everyone that's with us. We are getting close to 3,500 live viewers right now. This is incredible. We're feeling the love for sure. Everyone on the chat just going crazy. It's awesome. We love it so much. Thank you for joining us, Paul. Before we let you go, though, real quick, you want to plug anything, any projects you're working on, anything you've got in the works right now that you want people to keep an eye out for?
I mean, the only thing right now that's coming up is discs and bags. To be honest, Discraft's dropping Tour Series. What is today? The 22nd? No, 22nd. They're dropping the 22nd. Sorry, today's, I don't know what day it is. It's not the 22nd.
18th?
It's Monday. That's all I know.
It's Monday,
yeah, it must be Monday.
But I know Grip will be dropping a signature bag. Discraft will be I'll be dropping 2 signature bags with Discraft, and then some new discs will be dropping on the 22nd as well. So May 22nd is a big day for me. Other than that, there's some things in the works that I'm really excited for, and hopefully they can become public too.
All right. So obviously follow Paul on his Instagram, his Facebook, his YouTube channel. I mean, you and Hannah do a great job on the vlogs. I know you got some fun things you've done. I'm sure you've been filming some stuff right now to keep an eye out for as well.
Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff filmed. I'm just really bad at uploading it and editing it on a certain time frame.
Yeah,
that's one thing. I get blown away with how these people do that. So
yeah, we were talking to Simon, and he put himself up to that challenge. I think, what did he say, every other day or something? Do you guys remember?
Every other day.
I mean, we do this show once a week, and it's just like taking up the whole week, and I just can't imagine just getting out there. You have to leave the house. You have to think of ideas, and things have to go well. The weather, trick shots with him, like trick shots and stuff have to happen for you to even have enough content. It's incredible, and he just keeps delivering. I mean, there's a lot of people out there are doing a really great job. I know you got involved in some of the challenges as well, and I think Pro Tour was doing some stuff with you guys, so that was really cool to see everyone staying out there and staying busy.
Yeah, Hannah and I, we've been waiting to get a camera, so we got that maybe 2 weeks ago. So we filmed a lot of stuff that'll be finally up on YouTube coming probably the next week or so.
All right, well, thanks again, Paul, for joining us. We really appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time to answer questions and to go through the vault and to take that trip down memory lane with Nate. That was a lot of fun. I know I love hearing how just another perspective on moments like that, because I was there, but like hearing you guys go through that and seeing the pictures and the stories behind the photos. Oh yeah, we got to do the.
I gotta go way up here.
No, use your other arm.
Oh my head!
It's your other arm. All right. Thanks again, Paul, for joining us. Thank you to everyone for joining. We still have a lot in front of us. We're of course giving away the SLOWMEZ Paul McBeth Luna here in just a short bit. But for now, we will say goodbye to Paul. Thank you for joining us.
See you guys. Thanks for having me.
See you, man.
Bye. I'm hungry. You guys hungry?
Yeah, bring it on, baby.
I'm pretty hungry. You guys know by now we're talking about Munch Madness. We are in the final round, the final matchup of the round of 16, the Sweet 16, no pun intended. And let's get a quick look at our leaderboard. We still have 76 perfect brackets out of 1,000.
Wait, we had 90 last week, so we lost 14 people who didn't get the obvious choices that we had last week?
Pizza lovers.
That's what the data says.
Wow.
Yeah, pizza lovers, and what was the other one?
I don't care what my dad says. That's stupid that you didn't get last week right.
Oh, man. So there it is. 76 perfect brackets still remain. Not to say if your bracket isn't perfect that it's over, but, you know, we appreciate everyone.
What Jonathan's trying to say is every bracket is perfect in its own way, guys.
Yes,
let's
everyone's bracket is special.
Let's not get all weird about it. You all have perfect
even if you
brackets.
picked Apple to win and I screwed it up in the first week for you. I mean,
You did, man.
that agrees with me.
I get to eat apple.
Yeah,
if I want.
Everything.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, you know what? Before we get into this whole thing, I want 1 second, but so I don't want to like cut into the actual Munch Madness time. I want to give a quick shout out to a guy who came down to North Carolina with his wife. I believe it was a birthday present. His name is Joseph Bennick. A couple episodes ago, we had the gummy bears on the Munch Madness. I had mentioned that I had a product from 7-Eleven, but they were using Albanese gummy bears. Well, this dude really appreciated when we met up. We were going to do a clinic, but I was a little bit sick, so we ended up going to another round disc golf shop right down the street from me and hanging out for a while. And I just showed him the shop and introduced him to the owners, and we had a good time. He went on his way, and I went back home, and I nursed my injuries. Well, earlier today, I received a package from Mr. Joseph Bennick, and I did not expect this. I had no idea this was happening. But he sent me a little taste of Indiana, as he put. I did not know that the company Albanese was from Indiana, but I didn't get one bag. I did not get 2 bags, and I got more gummy bears than I know what to do with. These are called Papa Bears. These things are like 20 times the size, and then the milk chocolate covered gummy bears.
Wow!
And then this little 4-pack of these little sour rings, and I just gotta say, I will never ever consume all these gummy bears, but I do know that they exist, and I will eat as many as I can before I feel sick to my stomach. And I want to say thank you. That was very generous, and
Very nice.
Let the show go on.
Let's do it.
I don't even know why we're wasting our time with this one. This is a no-brainer for me.
The first matchup is sunflower seeds versus granola bar, and with 2 minutes on the clock, begin.
All right. For me, this is a blowout as well. So in order to make it more interesting, I got a gluten-free granola bar. So we'll see if that kind of tips the scales. I haven't had many sunflower seeds. I'm going to give them a try. I'm not convinced that they are a food item.
I'm going to go ahead and say, if you're going to bring these to the course, you better turn them upside down and chug them, or bring Tupperware with you, because I am sick and tired of cleaning up crumbs from the bag. I went down the street to get one of these, and I literally filtered through the packs to try to find one that wasn't crumbled. And by the time I walked home, 3 houses away from this gas station, this thing is already crumbled. All right, that's a very delicious granola bar.
All right, man.
Very messy.
Where do I even begin? How many of these do I put in my mouth at once?
First off, what brand did you get?
These are Dave's. David.
Okay, David. Okay, Biggs. I mean, if you want the quality sunflower product, ladies and gentlemen, if you want the best roast on a sunflower seed, you get the best. You get spits and you get cracked pepper. I like that you have cracked pepper over there, Jonathan, but you got to get spits. And look at this, a convenient resealable package so you don't get crumbs in your bag.
All right, man. Back to business, though. How many of these do I put in my mouth, and what do I do?
A handful.
Next?
25
Figure
seconds.
it out.
25?
So I said 25 seconds.
Oh.
Now, there was a period when I couldn't eat these because utensil stuff, and I missed it. But this is a snacktivity, as it says in the David bag. This is something that goes back and my all-time snack favorite. Sunflower seeds are companion. They used to go everywhere with me. And all respect to granola bars, I do appreciate their taste. Seeds go on for me.
This is a chore, and it's a terrible chore. It's granola bars all the way, and I know Jonathan's going to back me on this tiebreaker. There's no way it's got sunflower seeds. They're hardly food.
They're hardly food?
Disc golf snack.
That sounds like a perfect way to describe a sunflower seed. Hardly food. All right. It's up to me. Tiebreaker time. I'm not even going to mess around. I got to go sunflower seeds.
Let's go! Let's go!
As someone who drives for like a quarter of my life now, sunflower seeds have been there for me in any moment that I'm feeling tired. If I'm like drinking a Red Bull and just wearing off, I don't know what it is. Having something to do, stay busy, and with like 1,000 different flavors of sunflower seeds out there that you can find the ones you like and the different brands. Obviously, you could say the same for granola bars, but sunflower seeds have quite possibly saved my life. At times when I've been so tired that I thought I wasn't going to make it, and then I just start eating them.
That's an excellent point. This keeps you busy, right? So when your mind's wandering on the course, you start thinking about chewing sunflower seeds, it distracts you. I've literally fallen asleep eating these before. I don't want to do that when I'm playing disc golf.
I love granola bars, but honestly...
Next matchup.
Okay, I'll say this. I love sunflower seeds. I love granola bars, but come on, we already got Cliff Bars through last week. I mean, Cliff Bar is the granola bar.
True.
That's what their motto should be. All right, moving on. All right.
The one thing I'll say about sunflower seeds is it's a bit of a commitment. I'm still chewing seeds.
Yeah, man.
Okay, but Nate was talking about, oh, it's cleanup. You got to do whatever. It's a chore. You're outside. We're playing disc golf outside. I mean, you can just spit them on the ground whenever you're...
Yeah, I guess. But, like, what if every dude on the whole course was just spitting seeds? Like, it would get so nasty.
What, 20 people spit a seed every 40 feet?
Nah, more than 20, man. More than 20.
All right, timer's starting. Trail Mix versus Sour Patch Kids.
I got
what are you eating first? What are you supposed to eat first when you know you have to eat both? I think you gotta go Trail Mix first.
Oh, okay. Wait, Trail Mix?
Sour Patch Kids stay in your teeth for the next 3
Yeah, that's
days.
true. You probably get a more honest take on the Trail Mix.
I went peanut butter chocolate Trail Mix.
Whoa.
I was a bit surprised. I've never seen this before.
I got the nuts and chocolate Trail Mix. This is my favorite kind. What do you have, Nate?
I got like the off-brand version of what you have, like just straight up little M&Ms and nuts and raisins and such.
Do you think generic off-brand Trail Mix still gets to use name brand M&Ms?
They do. I have it right here. Well, unless they're just faking the M.
That's too good.
Unless they're just W's.
Huge bonus points. Ziploc closure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been too much of a sour candy, like sugar-coated sour candy kind of guy. I mean, I appreciate it, and I think there's a time and there's a place. And I also like the idea of having a little sugar rush implemented when you're playing disc golf. So Sour Patches, you know, they've got some things going for them right now.
This is a no contest.
Yeah, I'm with you here, but
trail mix for sure. Trail mix easy. You still got the sugar. There's chocolate in there. There's nuts. It's way better.
This is one of the powerhouses in this competition.
Yeah, that's a high seated item.
Literally, it's just a powerhouse of just energy and nutrition.
Yeah, sour. I don't know who voted for these. These
a lot of people did. A few more than voted for pizza.
I don't like them.
I just think that like kids like sour things, and I think that adults just tend to like gradually move away from that. And I could be totally wrong here.
Yeah,
I think this is delicious candy, but yeah, trail mix. That should be a landslide there.
I don't think I'll ever buy these. I don't think I've bought these before, and I don't think I'll ever buy them again. They're not like I'm gonna eat this one, sure. Like if you give them to me, I'm gonna eat them. But one of the worst candies out there.
You know what's one of the worst candies? Okay, I might upset a lot of people, but they're made by the same company.
Statement.
They're made by the same company as Sour Patch Kids, and that is Swedish Fish. I do not understand Swedish Fish and why people like them so much.
They're not great.
Y'all,
I know there's going to be a lot of people, but there's also going to be a lot of people that agree with me too. So I'm okay with. I stand by that. I don't understand it. I don't get it. So many candies out there.
Ooh, that's a tough one for me to hear.
Sorry.
That's tough for me to hear.
All right. And on that note,
trail mix.
There you have it. We are now down to the Elite 8. That is jerky, gummy bears, PB&J, Cliff Bars, peanuts, Snickers, sunflower seeds, and trail mix. Be sure to go to the JomezPro.com website. Go to Munch Madness. Check out how the bracket is played out. If you're still with us, if you're still playing, hopefully your bracket didn't get too screwed up, those 76 of you. But I can imagine it got shook up a little bit. I mean, there was some polarizing matchups there. I mean,
yeah, the sunflower granola bar is going to send people off. I would be surprised if too many people picked Sour Patch over trail mix. I mean, like trail mix, beef jerky should be apple. I mean, peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Those are giants in this competition.
I just hope for everyone's sake, peanuts better not come up against trail mix. That is not a fair fight.
Yeah.
Trail mix is just fancy peanuts. It's like, this has got
peanuts plus.
Honey roasted peanuts. I
Plus.
can't put salted peanuts versus honey roasted peanuts. That's a
There are still 3,000 of you with us. We appreciate you hanging out with us just a little bit longer, and I will be giving you the details on how to win this black on black SLOWMEZ Luna. But first, it's time for a giveaway of a different kind. It is time for trivia, and that means we're going to give a $20 gift card to the JomezPro.com shop to one of the correct answers that we find in the feed. We like to go back on the history of JomezPro for people that have been with us for a while and paying attention, and it pays off for a select few. And so for this one, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to play a short video clip as a clue. And before I play this clip, it is a pretty memorable thing that happened. I won't say how long ago, but it involves the player, the athlete that we just had on the show, Paul McBeth. That'll be obvious in the clip. What I'm looking for is this specific thing that happened, what was the year, and what was the tournament. That's all I need. Year and tournament that this happened at. Go ahead and roll it, Mike.
Oh.
It's called the Almost Ace, and it's as close as you can get to acing.
You should have tried the S-hook.
Lodging, yeah, that's true. I guess. So that's a short little clip we're playing for you. We're looking at the feed now. We're going to find one of the correct answers. The year and the tournament. I don't think it'll be too hard. I think a lot of people already can probably recognize that basket if you've been watching disc golf for very long. There we go. We already got one.
Nice.
All right. Let's roll.
Hey everyone, it's Big Germ here. I'm with Eagle McMahon. If you guessed the 2017 Waco Annual Charity Open, you were wrong.
You are wrong. Here we go.
I got a Star Destroyer here. Like I said, just looking to...
That throw is so casual. This hole is such a rip.
Yeah, it is.
I just really envy the amount of efficiency that he puts into that run up, and the throw never looks like he's exerting himself. And he's, like 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah. Yeah, I've always told him he's achieved so much for being such a little guy.
Scene. That's all right. But we do have our answer. We do have our winner. It even said it there on the bottom. If you haven't seen it, go check out the channel. It's called Almost Ace or something like that. It's from 2017, Ledgestone Insurance Open, when Paul lodged it right in the side of the bucket. It was just insane.
Wasn't that like right after Barsby aced it?
Yes, the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no one filmed it. No one filmed Barsby acing it, and then Paul jams it in the side of the basket the very next day on an elevated basket. It was
OB
so cool.
everywhere.
Yeah, OB everywhere. If anyone remembers that hole 5 at Eureka Lake Disc Golf Course. I think that actually at the time, I think it might have gotten more attention than like an actual ace clip, because it's like, bless you.
Yeah.
Because it's like more rare in a way,
than such a more epic hole, I'd take that. I would rather watch that than a 200-foot ace.
Okay, we're going to pull up the winner. I think I recognize this name. If I'm not mistaken, I think that Brock Magnuson won last week's trivia. Like the dude is just on it. I'm pretty sure. And maybe he can reply and say, but that's the first one I saw come down the feed, and I'm pretty sure that he might have gotten it last week too with the Waco.
Well, maybe. I mean, what I think there is, like, God forbid something happens to Thomas Gilbert. Maybe Brock's in the job. Maybe Brock's got a job, because that's a guy who knows his stuff. We're on the same
page. We're on the same page here. I was just thinking, this guy's the Thomas Gilbert of the comments section. This. I mean, and Thomas Gilbert's active in there too, I'm sure. I can't see it personally right now.
He's here.
No,
he's not allowed. He's banned from answering trivia questions. He's that good.
Yeah.
Well, then Brock Madison might be in the same boat.
Yeah, that might be the last time Brock gets to win, because I didn't. Once we picked it, I didn't realize.
But please continue watching the show.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Just don't participate.
Go ahead and head over to, after the show, that is, head over to JomezPro.com/SHOWMEZ for details on how to claim your prize. I'm pretty sure Brock's already familiar with the process, but for anyone else that has won something by putting a comment or anything on the screen, be sure to go over that website and check that out. All right, folks, it is time for the details for this giveaway of the SLOWMEZ Luna. Mike's going to put up the details right now for the giveaway. All right, so we are excited to announce this SLOWMEZ Luna giveaway. My brother Chris, who runs the JomezPro.com shop, didn't even make these available on the site because they were too sexy, and we decided to give one away to a very lucky winner. It's the highly sought after black Luna that's extra special with the Ghosted SLOWMEZ stamp.
Does it come with a Paul face that's dancing around the screen right now?
Of course. Safe to say these are amazing and very rare. Here's how you can enter to win. All you need to do is give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below telling us what your favorite segment has been from any episode of SHOWMEZ, whether that be Shawshank Redemption, Munch Madness, Fails, The Vault, any of those. Both of these will get you one entry each, leaving that like and that comment. For an easy 5 entries, just go to JomezPro.com, sign up for our email newsletter. There's usually a pop-up on the homepage, or if you scroll down, you'll see the form in the footer. If you're already a subscriber, do not sign up twice, as those entries won't count. But if you want to get yourself unlimited entries at 20 entries a pop, you can treat yourself to our 2020 signature tour disc from Discraft. Every disc purchased between now and this Sunday is worth 20 entries each with no limit. We know some of you already purchased a tour disc, and unfortunately those purchases don't count towards this giveaway, but all you really need to do is give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment to enter. That's all you need to do just to get any entries. So the winner will be announced right here on SHOWMEZ next week. So good luck to all of you. Thank you for all of you that have had an interest in this very special disc. We are very excited to be able to make stuff like that available to all of you, all of our loyal followers. We love giving stuff away with the trivia and stuff like this, and even the big sexy stuff we did last time with the Mako 3. That was awesome, the kind of response we got. We could not do it without the support that we get from the merchandise, from the shop, the JomezPro shop. Obviously our Patreon. There's no doubt that here we are 8 episodes in. We're doing everything we can to put everything we've got into it with, we've got 8 to 10 people on the crew at all times none of us are on the road, and we're all trying to stay busy. And it makes me really proud to know that, like, the community behind us, we haven't been able to hit the road, and we've been able to keep everyone busy and to keep everyone employed. That is such a big deal to me. That's the number one thing I wanted to do whenever we got into this situation, was to have it as normal as possible for those of us that have quit our jobs and relied on disc golf and disc golf media to be what keeps us going. We put everything on the line to do what we're doing. And sorry, I'm just like going on a little bit of a rant, but like, I'm so passionate about this, and the people that support us, and Nate and Jeremy I know feel the same way. Like, we couldn't do it. We couldn't have 3,400 people up, 1,500 people up from the previous week with that kind of support of people that are so passionate about disc golf, and to tune in to see what are we going to do, whether it be funny or exciting or interesting or just a Texas guy or whatever. You wouldn't be able to see that if you didn't tune in. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart and the whole team for making that possible for us to be here every week. All right, as we wrap things up, it is time once again for our Grip 6 giveaway. Speaking of sponsors and support, huge thank you to the Grip 6 Belt Company for supporting us through thick and thin. Be sure to go to grip6.com/JomezPro to get entered in this week's giveaway. We pick a giveaway winner every week of a Grip 6 prize pack. Nate's got a nice collection of belts. Germ's got an even better one. I'm somewhere probably below the both of them, but I wear them every day. If my shorts or my pants have belt loops in it, you can guarantee it's got a Grip 6 belt. That's not just being a little sales pitch type of guy. It's like, literally, I haven't gone back to any other belt since then. Last week's winner is, I'm going to forget how to say it. I practiced this, and I know I'm going to forget. Wong Win. It's something like that. I literally typed it in to like a website that try to translate for it, but congratulations, you will be receiving your email from San Diego, California. Thank you very much for entering, and like I said, go to grip6.com/JomezPro to get entered. Be sure to go over and get entered. The details on the website for the SLOWMEZ Luna. Here we are at the end of episode number 8. Every week, I know I probably say it every time, but it's just like, it's incredible that we get through it, and we have a growing audience every week. I wouldn't rather be doing anything else right now. If I can't be on the road doing, what we normally do, doing this, sitting right here, working on the show all week for all of you out there. There's still 2,500 people still here with us almost an hour and a half later. That means so much. That's more than we had the previous 3 weeks, and we still have that many people. Thank you to all of you. Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment. We go through all of this. We look to the feedback, because all we want to do is make this better. Thank you to Nate. Thank you to Jerm for your time, for taking time away from your families. This isn't just an hour that we sit here in front of the cameras. We do a lot of work behind the scenes and a lot of practice. And speaking of the team, Brian, we got Brian in Colorado, and we got Mike sitting right next to me here. We got Jerry, we got Kevin, we got Christina, we got my brother Chris, we got Juan. Huge team that it takes to run this thing, and I am so proud of the fact that we're able to do it week after week, and of course the support that makes it all possible. So let's wrap it up. Let's move on. Thank you to our JomezPro Founders Club. We could not do it without the Founders Club. Thank you. Oh, Jeremy, we weren't quite ready, but that's all right. Look at all these names every week. See you later, Jeremy.
Oh, we're still on camera?
Yeah,
oh my God.
It's all good. You're good. You're good to go. Yeah, thanks for... I hope no one had any small children that would be traumatized from seeing that. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you. Thanks for the support. We'll see you next Monday.
All right, bye.
Oh, my God.